Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. So we are back tonight with the Team Oliver Racing Classic DTM Sprint League. It's round 3 tonight. We're live from Brands Hatch. It's the full GP Brands Hatch circuit, not the short one. Qualifying's just about to get underway. Someone's found the horn on their car. You can't hear that yet, but I can. So yeah, we've got round 3 tonight. People already going sideways. Again, you can't see that. Live from Brands Hatch, 3 different races. Tricky setup as well. Brands Hatch, not always the best of circuits, and they're on the not so nice tyres. So not racing softs, they're on sort of sports softs, so just slightly better than your normal car tyres. So yeah, 3 races they've got to try and get round Brands Hatch in those tonight. So points up until this point. Unfortunately, race leader, Distinct Philo, great big pile of points, 135. He's no longer able to race. He had to dip out last week. He was going for an operation. Hope he's doing all right. Hope you might be listening in, Philo. Hope you are. Big shout out to you, mate. All the help you've given to the league. I don't think we've never met, but you know, I've known your name since I've started pretty much. So yeah, big shout out to Philo. So yeah, he's leading the way, 135 points, but no chance of holding on to that lead for the rest of the season. Ben Kimbo is second then with 96 points. Brinky's in third with 92 points. Potter McPot fourth with 80 points. Gecko Racer fifth with 72 points. DIA 3SP Mart in sixth with 66 points. LBO Tricks in 7th with 49 points. We've got Ace Killer in 8th with 45 points. Surfer Ev in 9th with 41 points. No Neck Monster in 10th with 39 points. Got Riesta 2 in 11th. Oh, we've got, sorry, 2 drivers in 11th with both with 28 points. Riesta 2 and Fat Pickles Bro. 3 drivers. Faithless Emo right in there as well. So 3 drivers on 28 points for 11th. 12th and 13th, obviously. 14th for Winter Graves. He has got himself 21 points on the board. And unfortunately, Blondie Brownie, nil point. He has no points on the board. So that is points up until now, people. Merch still available, t-shirts and stickers. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. If you don't, then obviously don't, you know. Right, let's get ourselves in. Let's turn some sound on. Crank that down in my ear a little bit before I deafen myself. Let me know it's coming through all right. Can you hear me over the cars fine? Are the cars deafening you or me? Or let me know. Potter McPot then. Gecko Racer, Mart, Ace Killer, Ben Kimbo, Fat Pickles Bro, Riesta 2, Brinky, No Neck and Elvio racing tonight then. In these DTM classics we've got Benz 190Es, got RX7s, MR2s, Sierra Cosworths. That's the list of cars that people have decided to take on. Potter in the Mercedes. So let's turn the nonsense on quickly so we swapping drivers when I shouldn't be. So these are the hot laps now then, just starting. They've had their out lap. Ultimate Pot then going to be the first man to set a time. And the Team Oliver Racing Esports livery Mercedes-Benz 190E. So 130.3 for him then, but Mark just comes through a little bit quicker, 130.376. That's around 130.7 then. Ben Ben Kimbo, he's chucked himself into third on the grid for the time being, 130.9. Gecko Racer is fourth with a 131.0. Brinky fifth, 131.0 for him as well. There's the little screaming RX-7. Fat Picklesborough in the cartoon Cosworth, 132.2 for him. Ace Killer in seventh in the MR2. One underfloor heating, get hold of that man, 132.3 for him. Fiesta 2, ninth currently with a 132.7 as well, being hounded by the other RX-7. And then Nick Monster sitting in 10th at the minute with a 132.7. Oh, he gets a drift on through Surtees. So it's this man currently on pole then, DIA 3SP Mart. Tricky corner that one. Sterling a little bit wrong as well. This lap might end up getting thrown in the bin. But they have to use sports soft, sports mediums and sports hards throughout tonight. Let's go for a little bit of a lap with Mart while he's here. So into the first turn then. Paddock Hill bend. Down the hill, back up towards Birds. Tricky one, this one. A lot of drivers will be pushing for positions early on down towards Graham Hill then. Getting easy to run out wide onto that grass. A lot of people will be using that AstroTurf. Down towards Surtees. Kind of a late apex on that one, you have to stay out wide. You see the big pile of curb coming up and you think you need to turn in, but you've got to stay off that. Avoid that, avoid that. There's no curb on the piece you need to hit. So down Pilgrim's Drop then, up Hawthorne's Hill into Hawthorne's Corner. And then Derek Minter straight into Westfield then. Oh, easy to catch that sand, just managing to keep out of that one for Mart. Up Dinglebell into Sheen Curve. This is where we just caught up with him. Oh, again, just so easy to dip a wheel on the grass through there. Into Sterling's, we saw Mark get this one a little bit wide as well, kick up some dust out the tail. A little bit cleaner that time. And Clark straight into Clark Curve. So Clearways into Clark Curve. Back onto this start-finish straight then. There's a lap of tonight's race. The race is. So Ben Kimbo's managed to sneak through and take pole off of Mark while we've been on board. 1:30.038 for him then in the little RX-7. 6 minutes into qualifying. 10-minute qualifying, is it? Listen to it. Sounds like a 7-year-old trying to make a car noise. That's probably what happened at Mazda. I just went, yep, that's the sound we want. My son made a noise, make that car. Rotary engine, just completely different to everything else. Motorcyclish. It's looking for you, Ben Kimbo. Mart then second. LVO Tricks up into third now. See, 0.3 of a second behind Mart. So he's on a 130. Mart trying to enter the pits. A 130.6-ish for LVO. Gecko in fourth, then he's on a 130.5. Can't be right. Oh, of course, yeah, I'm looking at the time between LVO and Kimbo, not Mart. So he's right behind Mart then. Gecko in fourth, then Potter fifth. Half a second slower, so 130.5 for him, currently in fifth. Brinky, similar, 0.5 of a second back from that 130 time. No Neck Monster, 0.6, sorry, 1.6 back. I'm getting all confused what's going on. Riesta 2 then in 8th. RX7 Ace Killer in the MR2 in 9th. Fat Pickles in the Cartoon Cosworth in 10th. No Neck Monster making up a couple of positions then. And Kimbo hanging on to that pole spot. 0.3 of a second quicker than Mark. He's just been in for a fresh set of tyres actually, Mark, so we'll see. His car's slightly lighter as well due to having less fuel on board. Be able to regain that top spot here. Unfortunately, yeah, no Philo for the rest of the season, but yeah, big shout out to him. And Kimbo down towards the line then. Better that time. Not this time, there's been 6 laps all at 130s. Low 130s as well. Mart on that out lap, so he's on his hot lap now. This will be, oh, he's messed that up, he'll be absolutely, I don't even want to talk to him, not after that. Just come in the pits for a fresh set of tyres, looking to put in a hot lap to try and regain that pole position. Turn 1, he's decided to throw it in the gravel. He won't be happy with that one little bit, Wilmar. Elvio then holding 3rd, he's still out on track though. Can he go quicker? These DTM cars with these sports tyres on, a little bit loose. Elvio does find a bit more time then, goes quicker than Mart. Again, Mart's final lap pretty much in the bin, I think. He's dipping all sorts of wheels on the grass. He'll be driving far too quickly in that thing. Ooh, Ben Kimbo's got a little wobble on through Sheen. Catches wheel through Sterling's as well. Stays on track though. Down towards the line, so Ben Kimbo already on pole, but has he been able to go any quicker? No, 130.2 still for him then. So, is that everyone across the line? I think we've still got a couple of drivers out. Mart, even though he's he's already slower, 133. Won't be happy with that one. Mart, Potter's finished his race. Brinky's coming up towards the line, so he stays 6th. Unfortunately, Riesta 2 stays 7th. No Neck Monster finished, so he goes 8th. Fat Pickles just crosses the line, goes and stays in 9th. And Ace Killer 10th. 2 not getting on well here tonight then. Not able to get quicker than a 132 there for Ace Killer. Carrying too much underfloor heating. That's what's happening. You're trying to keep the car too warm. I know that's England you're racing in, but come on now. It's quite nice today. Official results then. Ben Kimbo slots his way into pole. Elvio Trick 2nd. Martin 3rd. Gecko 4th. Potter 5th. Brinky in 6th. Riesta 2 7th. No Neck Monster in 8th. Fat Pickles in 9th. And Ace Killer in 10th. Is grid positions for race 1. Any second. There we go then. Race 1 just about to get underway here then at Brands Hatch. 15-minute little scramble around here. Again, tricky circuit, not a lot of runoff, bit of grass, that's about all you've got, and some sand. So we wait for the lights to go on then. The second they drop, we'll get everyone underway. Hopefully everyone can make it around the first couple of corners unscathed, but a tricky one to do. Paddock Hill Bend, tricky enough corner in itself when there's nobody else trying to get around it. Lights are on then. We go out and everybody gets away. Oh, this car's going sideways off the line. Gets a reasonably good start. I think the Cartoon Cosworth of Fat Pickles gets a little bit laggy off the line. coming out of there. Elvio way hot into Druids, almost takes out Ben Kimbo. Into Graham Hill then. Ben Kimbo still leads. Elvio tricks all over the back of him. He's being very closely chased by Mars as well in third. Into fourth. Oh, Ben Kimbo gets Surtees wrong. Now I've got an Elvio tricks on the, well, it'll be the outside now into Hawthorne. Ben Kimbo in the RX-7 just pulls a little bit of time on Elvio, and it's got the inside line through there. Oh, Elvio tricks, trying to stay with him. Runs himself on the grass, that gives Potter the look. Almost up the inside. Elvio still struggling for grip a little bit. Still tiny packed here. Through Sheen. Again, tricky corner to get wrong. Oh, there goes Elvio. He gets Sheen wrong, just dips a wheel on the grass coming through there too quickly, and it spins round. It's as easy as that. Puts himself to the back then, a long way down as well. Ben Kimbo then retakes his lead. Not into second. A little bit of a gap developed then back to third. Ben Kimbo's got a tiny bit of breathing room. Potter in third now then. Gecko Racer tucked under his rear wing for fourth. On RX-7 and Brinky chasing them down. No Neck Monster in sixth. His Killer made up a couple of positions. He's up into seventh. The RX-7 of Riesta 2 in eighth. Continue Cos with Fat Pickles in ninth. Oh, and Elvio's got turn one wrong as well. This race is turning out to be an absolute shambles for him. 15 seconds down from the pack. They are literally bumper to bumper running through here. Oh, well, you know, that's what they look like on the mini-map. Ben Kimbo then dropped Mart a little bit. He's made up half a second. That's allowed Potter to close the gap. He's managed to pull a little bit of time over Gecko as well. Nobody out of slipstream range yet really except Ben Kimbo. That little RX-7 is quick up front. Whoa, he gets a wobble on through there though. That's going to slow him down a tiny bit. Manages to keep it pointing in the right direction. As you've just seen on that previous lap, easy to get it backwards through there. Elvio Tricks giving us a quick demonstration of that on lap one. Field just starting to spread open a little bit then. A second lead for Ben Kimbo as we start lap 3. Mart in second. Still got himself 0.6 over Potter. Gecko Racer in 4.7 back, still getting the toe off of Potter where he can. Ricky as well, keeping himself tucked under that rear wing of Gecko. And Neck Monster out of that toe range now. He's leading that next little pack, 1.8 seconds down from the top 5. There they go. He's Killer. Not too far off the back of him. He'll be getting a bit of a toe at the minute. Yes, the 2 just inside that slipstream range, as is Fat Pickles. And again, Elvio, I don't think there's anything he can do with this race unless somebody else throws it in the wall or bins it in the sand. Oof, we're missing a move. Potter having a look on DIA 3SP Mart going through Hawthorne. Quite able to pull that one off, but unfortunately that's just allowed Ben Kimbo to escape a little bit more. He's got 1.7 seconds on the 2 Mercedes chasing him down. Through Sheen then. Everyone just cautious through there. Whoa! Brinky gets it sideways in the RX-7 on the way through. Again, just keeps it straight. And just to hang on to the back end of the Gecko Racer as well then. So second to fourth, having a decent race. No Neck Monster still holding that 6th position, falls a little bit further back from the top 5. Now got Ace Killer closing up on him a little bit more. Riesta 2 hanging on in there. Fat Pickles has fallen out of that toe range at the minute. Elvio Tricks has made up a 2.5 on him. Nearly 2 seconds then for Ben Kimbo up front. Mart still going defensive behind, blocking off those moves from Potter. Gets a tail wobble through there. Is that going to affect him into Surtees? Seems to be carrying decent speed. Takes that late apex. See more just just avoiding that actual big pile of curb. On board with DIA 3SP Mark, then there is Ben Kimbo just going through Hawthorns. Ultimate Pot chasing Mark down. Again, Gecko Racer right there. What's happened to Brinky? Where's the Brinkster gone? He's still in 5th, but a long way back now. Oh, that's not a good view, is it? Give me welds and frames. That's not good. Oh, Brinky's on a wobble somewhere. He's 2.7 seconds back off the back end of Gecko Racer now. Let's see what he can do in that RX-7. It has been one of the faster cars. Not hanging on to that second. Still being hounded by Potter in the second, it is the second Mercedes. Third place driver. Gecko and the Sierra Cosworth chasing these two down. Pulling a little bit of a gap on him through there. Just struggling to keep traction as they fire themselves through these corners. Just shows his nose to Mart into Druids, but it's not going to be enough. Martin's not going to fall for that one. So here comes Ben Kimbo at 2.5 seconds now in that little RX-7. Just disappearing at the minute, getting smaller and smaller in Mart's view. And he's still got these two white cars filling his mirror. Potter McPot in 3rd and Gecko Racer in 4th. Stream's not super great in these things. It does work, but I don't think these straights are really long enough to make them super effective. Going forward, and there is Brinky trying to close that gap up. 2.9 seconds down. No Neck Monster now 2.5 back from him. So he's still got a mirror full of Ace Killer. He's fallen back a little bit. He's still got Riesta 2 in that second RX-7 hunting him down. Pickles has fallen off that fight as well, 3.4 back, and LVO Tricks is slowly coming back halfway through this race then, 7.5 minutes. LVO Tricks, 8.3 seconds back from Fat Pickles. Just fastest lap after fastest lap for Ben Kimbo. He's enjoying this. Third and 4th through turn 1 cleanly. Again, Mark hugs that apex on the way through Druids. Doesn't want to give Potter any kind of advantage or open door through any of these corners. Right behind him now though. Looking for that late apex. Potter gets a good drive out of there. He's right behind Mart as we head up Hawthorns. Mart's hugging that inside line as we come down towards this corner. So trying to keep it side by side with Mark, but there's nothing you can do through there. Gecko Racer not in a position to make a move either. Mark hanging on to that second. Wing of Potter, still just 0.6 of a second back. We're going to take a tiny mistake from any of these drivers for positions to change. Brinky then still 5th, still 2.5 back. His RX-7 maybe not set up quite as mentally as Ben Kimbo's. And Neck Monster's pulled himself a little bit of a gap then, 2 seconds between him and Ace Killer now. He's still being harassed by Riesta 2. Three RX-7s. Whoa. Riesta struggling to get past Ace Killer. Pickles bringing that time back down, 2.9 seconds, and there is LVO Tricks actually closing the gap. 10 minutes in then, 5 left. LVO Tricks make up a position here. 5.4 seconds back from Fat Pickles. There he is. pushing hard in that Cosworth. Can he fend off LVO Tricks for that 9th? Ben Kimbo then up front, 3-second lead then. Mart still hanging on to 2nd. Potter right behind him still for 3rd. Gecko falls back a little bit further. He's out of the slipstream range now. It's jumped over a 2nd. Brinkie's gaps stretched open as well. Ace Killer has finally managed to get past No Neck Monster. So has Riesta 2. Mistake then from No Neck. Cost him 2 positions. Not out of the firing range of Fat Pickles here either, and possibly LVO Tricks if he's an absolute maniac. Potter looking for different lines to try and get the jump on Mart here into one of these turns, but just keeping his car in all the right positions at the minute, Mart. Nearly 11 and a half minutes gone. Unfortunately, LVO Tricks, he ended up spinning off at Sheen Curve. And had to wait till everyone had driven past him before he could get himself back on track, and he was fencing the wall at that point. He ended up 15 seconds behind Fat Pickles. There is Fat Pickles, 2.2 back from Riesta. Oh, No Neck's had another disaster. He's now dropped himself to 10th, so LVO has managed to make him a position. Not due to racing, but unfortunately due to mistakes, but he is still closing up on Fat Pickles, 3.6 seconds down. LVO could be on for 8th here. It's been a mare from Mart. Unfortunately, I've missed that. He's had a little bit of a mistake. Potter's managed to get through, and Gecko Racer has been trapped behind him, I think, a little bit. Wasn't able to get past due to that little mistake of March. Damn, I missed that. Mark drops to 4th then, so while we were watching No Neck, it all happened up the front. Potter now with clear air. Unfortunately, he's 3.7 seconds down from Ben Kimbo, so with 13 minutes on the race clock, it's got to take a mistake from Ben Kimbo for Potter to make that top spot. Gecko Racer then gets himself into 3rd, Mart 4th, 0.6 of a second back. Still opportunities to get that 3rd, but running out of time, unfortunately, Mart. Oh, Brinkie, big cool, Brinkie. I really like drifting Brinkie, but not during the race. Come on. There's Sheen, which has caught a couple of drivers out. LVO especially. It's Killer then, still being harassed by Riesta 2. There is Fat Pickles, now only 1.7 seconds behind those two. There's LVO Tricks as well, still 3 seconds behind them. Running out of time to close that gap up as well, unfortunately. No Neck Monster 11.5 down with those mistakes. What a shame for him. Final lap now then. Set it to 10 laps, not minutes this time, have you? Okay, alright. It's about 15 minutes though, right? Potter then comfortably in 3rd, Gecko Racer not so Potter in 2nd, Gecko Racer not so comfortable in 3rd now. Mart is all over the back of him through Surtees. Little wobble on there from Gecko, does that help Mart out? Sierra keeping himself literally the same distance. Mart starts closing up now towards Hawthorne, but he can't get himself up the inside through there. There's a little wobble on himself. Right behind Gecko, but it's looking like again, tricky place to overtake Brands Hatch. Almost got to wait for the corners, but at that point it's possibly off track for you. So Ben Kimbo then, just Clark curves to go. Cleanly through there, up towards the line then. Win 1 tonight then for Ben Kimbo in race 1. Ultimate Pot going to come home and take that second. The Gecko Racer is going to come home for third. Mart takes fourth. Winky is going to take fifth. Be interested to find out what happened to Mart. Ace Killer will take sixth. He has, Riesta 2's had a nightmare. Might be overtaken by Elvio Tricks here. He is. No. Oh, that must have been at Sterling. That must have been at Sterling. So, Ace Killer comes home for sixth. Fat Pickles comes home seventh. Elvio Tricks manages to get past Riesta 2 as well in eighth. Riesta 2 comes home in ninth. There's No Neck Monster. Yeah, I'm assuming Riesta 2 just got that all wrong through Sterling's and was running a bit slow through there, which allowed obviously Fat Pickles to get past because he was pretty close anyway. And then Elvio Tricks just carrying the speed while he was getting himself back up to speed. Oh, shame. Ben Kimbo then taking race 1 win. Oh, no. Yes, that's what we're going to be looking at then. There he is on that top spot in the RX-7. Potter in second, Gecko third, Martin fourth, Brinky fifth, Ace Killer in sixth, Pat Pickles seventh, Elvio Tricks in eighth, Riesta 2 ninth, and No Neck Monster in 10th. What happened, Riesta 2? You were hanging on to the back end of Ace Killer all the way around that race. And then the final lap? Nope. Race said nope. So it's sports, they were all on sports softs just then, they'll be on sports mediums now. Final race is sports hards. Tricky. So let's just see how that. Where is Ben Kimbo in the championship with a fresh win tonight? What does that do for him? Let's have a look. That's what I want. So he's second. He closes that gap up on Philo again. Unfortunately, Philo's out of the rest of the season. He's for medical reasons. So unfortunately, his 135 points up front won't stand for too much longer. Ben Kimbo with 96 points already. Just taking that win in race 1. And obviously you'll score more points in race 2 and race 3 as well, so it's going to be close. It's going to be close by the time this one's done. Again, that little RX-7 might just push its way all the way to the front. It was looking pretty quick in race 1. The other RX-7's not quite as quick by the looks of it. Don't forget to click all those like buttons, people. Well, not all those like buttons, just the one. Just the one like button. Press that one. Not, if you've noticed, it's not hashtag ASMR lighter click anymore. You may have noticed you've not heard the ASMR lighter click, but what you may have heard is the ASMR vape. Don't worry. The real me's not going away. 3 minutes. 3 minutes till race 2. Flipping it, what we got to wait for? Kettle to boil. Someone needs the toilet, don't they? That's what they need. caught Mark doing this last week, going for the Driftertron. That's not quite the Driftertron. Why has everyone got damage? Why is everyone still out in the sports softs? Anyone who's out on circuit is holding damage. What's going on? You just had a crash fest? Oh, the S2's repaired. There goes Mark. Drifting down turn 1. Get druids, Mark. Come on, get druids. Be a nice one to drift around. Oh, there you go, up the hill. That's not bad. Testing it out. Pickles also giving the back end of that Sierra a bit of a workout. Right, I think we're about ready to start. Can Elvio manage to make it round that one? No offence, Elvio. Here we go then, race 2 just about to get underway. Everyone's out on the sports softs again. Am I getting this one muddled up with something else? Am I thinking of the Mazdas? Who knows? Right, we're back out on the sports softs then. Half a tank of fuel on board, race 2, reverse grid. Who am I on board with? No Neck Monster's going to lead us out then. The lights go on. And we're away with race 2. Again, nobody peels into the wall. A little bit drifty out the gate, but nobody getting it wrong. No Neck Monster hangs on to that lead then. Elvio gives them a little bit of a nudge around there. Riesta 2 looking around the outside in that RX-7. Oh, we've got drivers off already. Brinky's off, Fat Pickles is off. A little bit of damage on the front end of Fat Pickles' car as well. Right, let's get ourselves back up to the front. No Neck Monster hanging on to that lead, but by the skin of his teeth. Elvio Tricks trying to run around the outside into Surtees. Can he carry the speed on the way out? He's got to be careful. Just able to hang on to it. No Neck Monster not able to carry the speed on the way out of there, so slots himself back into second position then. Riesta 2 in the RX-7 in third. Got Ace Killer right behind him in fourth. Martin fifth. Potter right behind him in sixth. Just got a little bit defensive. Ben Kimbo looking to come up the inside in seventh. He's already got himself past Gecko Racer in eighth. Again, Brinky and Fat Pickles doing anything they can to close the gaps up on these two. This pile in front, sorry, not these two are trying to close the gaps. Potter gets his way past Mart as we come to end lap 1. Then Kimbo having a look as well in the RX-7. It's a fast little car. Can he run around the outside at Paddock Hill? Mark's got the inside line through there. He's going to carry the speed. Ben Kimbo almost sticks a wheel in the sand. Has that slowed him down? And Gecko Racer looking up the inside. He's got the line through there. Ben Kimbo needs to carry the speed on the run down the hill. It's all packed back up though. Riesta 2 up the front of this pile is just a little bit of a bottleneck at the minute. Elvio Tricks has managed to get his way past No Neck Monster. Then we saw that through this very corner. Pulled a big gap, 1.6 seconds already up front. No Neck Monster in second then. Riesta 2 another 2 seconds behind. again, just a little bit of a cork at the minute. These drivers all piling up behind him. Ace Killer, Potter, Marks, Ben Kimbo, Gecko Racer, not too far off either. Drivers having to swerve left and right to avoid moves happening. Oh, Riesta 2 gets it a little bit wrong, leaves the door wide open. Ace Killer goes through, Potter goes through, Mark goes through, Ben Kimbo almost takes out Mark. Doors left a little bit open there. Mark nearly came a cropper. Gecko Racers close that gap back up on this pile of drivers. Riesta 2, Brinky's almost on the back as well. Fat Pickles only still 1.7 seconds off, not too bad. LBO Tricks starting to disappear then. Just starts lap 3, 2.2 seconds up the road from anybody else. No Neck Monster with a bit of clear track behind him as well. Ace Killer in third in the MR2, but goes out wide. Potter all over the back of him. Mart's off track. Mart's come off track through Paddock Hill. I don't know, I didn't see any contact there, but just saw the yellowness going on the sand. Let's put him at the back of the pack then. Ace Killer under threat then. Potter got the inside line as they run down towards Surtees. Ben Kimbo looking for a way through there as well. Ace Killer just got to be careful he doesn't leave the door wide open. Doesn't. Oh, Gecko Racer getting hounded there. Yes, 2 hanging on to that 6. Racer being shoved a little bit through Surtees, stays in 7th. Brinky still has managed to get himself right onto the back, so he's tucked under Gecko's rear wing. There's Fat Pickles 1.8 seconds back. Mart just 4 seconds back, only 4 minutes in, so still positions to be had for Mart. He's just got to drive sensibly now. LBO Tricks is disappearing with this second race though. No Neck as well, just keeping himself out of danger. Battle for third has allowed those two to just disappear up the road a little bit. Popped into third. Ace Killer under threat from Ben Kimbo for that 4th position. The little RX-7 versus the MR2. Has he got a nose up the inside there? He has, Ben Kimbo. Into Paddock Hill he goes. Gets himself through into 4th then. Ace Killer has a little look up into Druids, but backs out on the run in. Kimbo wise to that one. Yes, to 2 then, holding on to 6th position. Gecko Racer still looking for a way past. He falls off the back of these a little bit. He's got Fat Pickles close back up on him. Mark's taken more time out of Fat Pickles as well, so he's closing up on this pile of drivers in front. 3.7 seconds down at the minute. Up from LBO stretches his lead to 4.3. Disgusting amount of lead at the minute, LBO. Disgusting. No Neck Monster then. That bit of clean air he had behind him is starting to come down. He's got 2.4 seconds. It was about 3.4 seconds. So Potter already chopping into that time of him. Potter in third then. Again, a little bit of clear air. Gets a wobble on through Sheen Curve himself. A little bit of clean air between himself and Ben Kimbo in 4th. Killer's not been able to keep onto the tail of Ben Kimbo, so he falls back as well into the clutches of Gecko Racer, who has managed to get past Riesta 2 now. Brinky as well, 0.6 of us. Just a wobble, going through the corner for no reason there for Brinks. Closing up on that RX-7 of Riesta 2 in front. Fat Pickle still only a second back, less than. And Mart again taking another half a second out of everyone. And Fat Pickles at least. Nobody's able to catch this man. Look, it's just a 5.7 now. We've got to stop watching him. No Neck then. 1.2 seconds ahead of Potter. That gap coming down as well. But what can Ben Kimbo do in this little RX-7? What's the time in the minute? 1.4 seconds. He's not getting a toe off of Potter, but he is already closing the gap. That little RX-7 has just got a little bit of something extra, slightly better out of the corners, slightly better acceleration. I think the lads were saying it's got 1 or 2 miles an hour top end as well. It doesn't really matter so much here because I don't think these hit top speed here. almost, but I don't think quite. So acceleration-wise, they are a little bit quicker on the acceleration. Again, look, down to a second between Ben Kimbo and Potter, and closing. Potter actually is he? No, he's driving quickly because he's managed to close the gap upon No Neck. That's just 0.2 of a second. Potter will be looking for a move into Paddock Hill Bend here. Yeah, again, Ben Kimbo, that little RX-7 just working. He's liking that. He'll be upset next season when he's not allowed to use it. Under threat then for second at the minute. No Neck, nobody touching LVO Tricks. 7.5 seconds. Potter up the inside into Druids. Mercedes versus Mercedes. Not too much of a battle given there, but I don't think No Neck had much of a choice. Potter was already up the inside, so slots himself into second then. Ben Kimbo right behind No Neck now though, getting a very good tow, especially with this longish straight here towards Hawthorns. Just half a second back, in the middle screaming fart in a bean can. Going for the move here then, Ben Kimbo all over the back of No Neck. Looking for any kind of move, gets a little wobble out of there himself. Down towards Sheen then. Nice and tight through there, hangs onto the back of No Neck through to Sterling's. Can he get a run on No Neck down towards Park Curve? Not quite. The move then into Paddock Hill. There you go, just carrying the speed, look. It's a little bit of a toe, slips back out, gets some wing up the inside, and that's it, position done. No Neck Monster, not able to battle. He's having a little look back up into Druid, backs off though on the run into there. So that is Ben Kimbo into third then. He's now got 1.3 seconds to try and close upon Potter. We are almost at the 10-minute mark of race 2. LVO Tricks is just, he may as well be racing next week's race. He's that far ahead. The next race, we've got one more left after this. 8.4 seconds up the road from Potter. Ben Kimbo in third, trying to chase Potter down. We've got No Neck Monster, he's just got past, still only half a second behind him, but that gap will probably stretch open due to the acceleration of that RX-7. Gecko in fifth, 2.1 seconds down. Brinky under threat in sixth. He's got Ace Killer behind him and Mart right behind him, so a couple of positions made up for Mart. Oh, the two Japanese cars going a little bit wide through there. Mart taking a tighter line, keeps himself tucked onto the back end of these two. Fiesta 2 then in ninth, having a punch up with Cartoon Cosworth and Fat Pickles in 10th. Just a quarter of a second in it between these two. Nobody able to close up through there. Ace Killer having a little bit of a double stab at that corner. Taking a nice tight line through there, but I think the Mercedes may be a little bit heavy in these two cars in front. Wobble on from Ace Killer there. Has that helped Mart? Clipped the camera the wrong way. Not quite. Right under the rear wing of Ace Killer though as we head down towards Surtees. Can Mart get up the inside here? No, but can he make a run? Oh, he's up the inside of Ace Killer. Not able to carry the speed through though. Again, the slipstream in these DTM cars, not the best. It does work, but it takes a little bit of time to actually get, you know, get it to work, if you like. Brinky then gets a little bit of breathing room. Back up front, LVO Tricks 8 seconds away from Potter. So now Potter's in the second. He's not been able to stretch that gap open anymore. Ben Kimbo still trying to close up Potter as well. 1.7 seconds back for him. No Neck Monster again fallen back a little bit, 1.7 seconds back as well. Gecko Racer in 5th, 1.4 seconds back. Winky 6th then. A little bit of clear air behind him. Ace Killer under all sorts of pressure for that 7th though. Had a little look into Paddock Hill, but still these two neck and neck. Pretty much the closest race on track at the minute. Mark still not quite able to get that wing up the inside of Ace Killer, and has another little look on the run towards Surtees. Now he's up the inside. Can't carry the speed on the run through there though. Well, both drivers getting that corner a little bit wrong. Gaps might start developing. Silvio has found a little bit of time again over Potter, 8.4 seconds. That might have been a mistake from Potter though, because the gap between himself and yeah, I think that was a mistake. Then Kimbo's got that time from 1.7 down to 1. I don't think he did that through pure racing. Potter getting the rear end of that Mercedes a little bit wayward then maybe. No Neck still coming under increased threat from Gecko. We are running out of time though. This will become final lap when they cross the line, I think. There it is. So final lap now then for the drivers that have crossed the line. Looking very comfortable for this man. 8.4 seconds. Where's the punch up? It's not quite a punch up yet. There's still half a second between them. Again, this is final lap, so it's now or never for Mart, but again, he's just a little bit far back. Won't get the drive on Ace Killer up here. Right, let's not miss the front runners crossing the line. LVO Tricks then. Just the final corner to go for him. 8.8 seconds currently. Through he goes then. He's going to take race 2 win here tonight then. Nearly 9 seconds by the time he crosses the line then. Potter coming around that final corner, still being harassed by Ben Kimbo. He's up for both of those drivers. Ben Kimbo as well, taking 1st and 3rd so far tonight. No Neck Monster just hanging on to 4th. Gecko Racer right behind him by the time they cross the line. Brinky's going to come home in 6th. Mart has got himself past Ace Killer. I think he was going to get that. I didn't think there was any way he could get past him, but he's obviously found a way. So Martin to 7th and Ace Killer in 8th. It must have been good racing because they're still side by side as they cross the line. Riesta 2 takes 9th and Fat Pickles as well. Those two must have had a decent race at the end in 10th. Yeah, Mark found his way past somewhere, but where? I don't know. I can't believe I missed the move at the start of the race, race 1. Official results then for race 2. LVO on that top spot, Potter 2nd, Ben Kimbo in 3rd, No Neck Monster in 4th, Gecko in 5th, Brinky 6th, Mart in 7th, Ace Killer in 8th, Riesta 2 in 9th, and Fat Pickles in 10th. So that could be, that could be putting Ben Kimbo into the lead of the championship already. Again, unfortunately, race championship leader up until this race was Distinct Philo, but he's out for medical reasons. He was on 135 points versus Ben Kimbo's 96. Ben Kimbo's had a win and now a 3rd, so it's going to touch in distance one way or the other, slightly above or slightly below him I forget what they get, how many points they get for third. I'm not mathing tonight, all right? I don't math when I don't have to. And we've got another race to go as well, so more points ready to be racked up for Ben Kimbo. Again, another reverse race, reverse grid race for race 3. I'm not talking about tyres because I'm obviously talking waffle. I must be thinking of the Masters on Thursdays. So let's see how they got on in race 3 then. Some punchy racing once they're close together. You know, they're all a little bit twitchy, these cars. So unless you get a pure clean fluke up front and able to get away, well, I mean, Elvio was helped out. He's one of the faster drivers in the lobby. He got it all wrong in race 1, ended up at the back of the pack in race, for the end of that race. So he started near the front in race 2, managed to battle his way through, get himself a bit of clean air and escape before the other faster drivers were able to make their way through. So little helping hands like that can play their part. But now Elvio starts from the back of the pack, so can he put that 8 seconds kind of lap mentality that he had in race 2, can he put that to good use in race 3 and battle his way through the pack? We got Driftertron in 4 minutes this time. 4 minutes till the race starts. Who's Driftertron? Not Fat Pickles. Not LVO. Killer just out, putting a lap or 2 in. Yes, the 2 as well. Here we go. Brinky trying to take out a set of tyres. You lot, when will you learn, right? First gear's not going to... What are you doing? 3 miles an hour? How's that burning your tyres out? Now slam it into second. Slam it into third. All the way up into how many of the gears you've got in this whole crate. And get it rear wheels lit up at 130 or something. What are you doing? Are you ever expected to burn a set of tyres out at 3 miles an hour? First. Come on, camera. He's going 5 miles an hour now. Miles an hour he's doing once he's been shunted up the rear. He's just trying to do that again, and Fat Pickles comes through and gives him a shunt. And one of those. It happens. It happens. Not during the race. We don't like that kind of stuff during the race, you know. Lobby exiting stuff right there during the race, but during these practice sessions, yeah, torpedo the hell out of them, why not? Pickles. Just saw him flick into camera shot for like half a frame as he was trying to take out Brinky. Brinky took avoiding action, and there was just a pink flash. Is he still going for the... It's going to be a head on. If only physics was real, both of those cars would have folded. Another one. Boom. Pinball alley. Right, race 3 just about to get underway then. Watched enough pinballing and torpedoing. It's like a mating dance, isn't it? You know, when swans smash their heads together, and giraffes and stuff. Alright, here we go then. Fat Pickles are going to lead us round for race 3 then. Fiesta 2 in second, Ace Killer in third, Mark behind him in fourth, Brinky in fifth. Lights go on then. They go out, we do get ourselves underway. Not a great start. Was that Brinky not getting a good start? Tyres lighting up on the grid. Already losing out to Fiesta 2 on the acceleration on a little RX-7. He squeezes his way into first then. Goes defensive. Fat Pickles looking to run around the outside of him. Hold on to that one into Graham Hill, but it's not worked out. Has to get himself back into second then. Ace Killer third, Martin in fourth, No Neck Monster in fifth. Then Kimbo slots his way up from the back of the pack into sixth position past Brinky. Again, Brinky not getting the best of starts. Potter having a little look as well. Brinky gets wide through Surtees. Potter goes through. Brinky 8th then. Gecko in 9th. And Elvio at the back in 10th. So Fiesta 2 leads second over Ace Killer now. Ooh, has he got that one? Come on, give me the right player. It does give me the right player. So it does put Ace Killer into second then. Pickles in third. Kimbo, that little RX-7 just forces his way past Mart. And now the inside of Fat Pickles into Sheen Kerr. That's a tricky place. Oh, there's Brinky getting it wide through Sheen. He does get it back on track, but he's run slow. He's put him at the back of the pack, but he's kept it in touch with the rest of the drivers. Ooh, Fat Pickles and Mart driving off track through Sterling's. Mart trying to drive around the outside. Potter looking up the inside of both of them. Carries the speed, gets himself into fourth. Potter tucks himself right behind for fifth. Fat Pickles in sixth, but Elvio Trick sneaks through. No Neck Monster sneaks through. Pickles under all sorts of pressure. Brinky will leave the door open then into Druids. Brinky has a little look, but Fat Pickles got the advantage coming into Graham Hill. Gecko at the back of this pack, so all still bunched up then halfway round lap 2. Fiesta 2 leads. Ace Killer in second. Ben Kimbo coming from the back of the pack, already in third, all over the back of Ace Killer. After some really good points tonight then, Ben Kimbo. Mart just hanging on to fourth at the minute. Got Potter and Pot running on the outside of him, running up into Hawthorns. Now looking to switch back up at the inside here. Got the move done. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, Mart gets a wobble on. Contact between Potter and Mart. Leaves the door open. Elvio goes through as well. Oh my gosh. No Neck Monster now that just comes through there at 400 miles an hour by the looks of it. Sideways with Mart. Takes him cleanly off track through Sheep Curve. Puts himself under pressure there. Brinky and Gecko Racer either side of him coming up to Clark Curve. Back on track, 2.5 seconds down. Bit of work for him to do then. Oh, he's got a wobble on through there. Fiesta 2 still leads. Ben Kimbo then has got his way past Ace Killer into second. Taking long to close up on that with RX-7 in front. of Ace Killer hanging on to third then. Those little RX-7s are pretty rapid. Ultimate Pot then in fourth, being harassed by LBO Tricks in fifth. Fat Pickles in sixth, Brinky seventh. Gecko Oak eighth, No Neck Monster in ninth. Mart another second, 2.6 closes the gap up on No Neck Monster. Race lead under threat here then, RX-7 versus RX-7. Ben Kimbo got the inside line into Hawthorns and takes that position. Yes, the two having a little look on the run down towards Westfield. Side by side on the run through there. Oh, Ben Kimbo gets nudged a little bit wide. He's on the grass, but Ace Killer goes through. Ultimate Pot closes the gap back up on him. LVO Tricks being dragged along as well. Early on in this race, that little RX-7 probably can fight his way back towards the front. He can keep those two pesky Mercedes behind him. Potter then having a look through Clark Curve, side by side with the RX-7 through there. Goes for a little look up the inside on the run out, but it's not worked. LVO Tricks is in a good position to make a move on Potter here though. Potter closes that idea right off. A little look on the run into Druids. LBO Tricks still right there. Brinky under threat for sixth. Gecko right behind him. No Neck Monster's pulled himself back onto these three. Here's Mark, 2.6 seconds back still. Fat Pickles, unfortunately, has got it all wrong somewhere. He's now 6.8 seconds back. Cartoon Cosworth. Then still leading, just over a third of the way into this one, lap 4 of 10. RX-7 versus MR2, another RX-7 in third, two Mercedes fourth and fifth. Model on there for Riesta. All bunching up again then behind Riesta 2, into Sterling's they go. Kimbo all over the back of Ace Killer. Not the best of views. Let's get on board with that one. We can still hear the screaming fart in a bean can. Ace Killer has to go massively defensive then. Ben Kimbo almost up the inside on the run down towards Paddock Hill Bend. Has a little look on the run in. John the fake on Ace Killer, gets a good run out, but he can't find a position up the inside of him. They're all threatening for that first position now. Around the outside. Oh, Riesta 2's gone wide through there. The two RX-7s have a little bit of coming together. Ace Killer then gets him through to the front of the race. So a little bit of contact between him and Ben Kimbo as well. Pushes Ace Killer off wide through Graham Hill. It's back to RX-7 first and second. The other way round, Ben Kimbo leads. Riesta 2 in second. Ultimate Pot in third. Looking for that second though, running up Hawthorns. Ben Kimbo just disappear. 8 minutes left, well, 5.5 laps. Riesta 2 then. Ace Killer. Oh, could be all sorts of penalties being given out next week. LBO Tricks then getting pushed off by Ace Killer. Trying to make the move, but just carrying a little bit too much speed through there. Oh my god, LBO. Just staying out of the way to allow Mark through, I'm not sure, but got Machine Curve all wrong as well. Won't be happy, got No Neck Monster closing up on him. Fat Pickles 11.8 seconds down, looks like Fat Pickles has had another little bit of a mare somewhere. So up front, Ben Kimbo leads as we start lap 6, 1.5 seconds. Potterman Pot just sweeps his way up the inside of Riesta 2 just before they get to Paddock Hill Bend. Now, what can he do on that little RX-7? Just over this halfway point. RX-7 pretty quick. Riesta 2 in third then. Ace Killer hangs on to fourth. Gecko Racer in fifth. Brinky 6th. Mart back into 7th. All over the back of Brinky actually. LVO Tricks in 8th. He's got a bit of pressure from No Neck Monster. And Fat Pickles 11.9 back in 10th. Just to get ourselves back with this little fight. How far back? 0.3 of a second at the minute from Art on Brinky. Goes for a move up the inside, backs off though, Mark. Brinky runs a little bit wide through there, but Mark can't get the car up the inside of him to make it work. Into Sheen they go. Taking liberties through that corner, Mark. Cutting that apex through Sterling's, keeping it right under that rear wing of Brinky in front. Can he make a move into Sterling, into Clark Curve? Is he going to hang on, wait till Paddock Hill bend again? He's all over the back of him. He's got a little bit of a toe off Gecko Racer in front now. That's not going to help him out. Mark won't be able to get past him now. It's a good run here though. Can he swing one of the inside at Druids? No. Gets a bit of a wobble on through there. Hangs on to it. Pushing hard then, Mark, trying to get past Brinky. Hand on the wheel, he's cruising. Almost gets a wing up the inside there, not able to carry the speed through again for Mark. He's pushing hard. He's under threat for that positional. Let me get back to that camera and we'll go and see what's kicking off then. Ben Kimbo still leading. Potter and Potts still 1.6 seconds behind him. Taking a 10th out of that time, so it might not be enough for the end of this race. Riesta 2 hanging on to 3rd, keeping that MR2 behind him in a minute by about half a second. Oh, ace killer, carrying some speed through there, tucks himself right into the rear wing through Sheen Curve. Gecko in 5th then, Brinky 6th, again marked, carrying the speed through Sterling's. Not able to keep that versus the RX7 in front though. LBO Tricks closing back up on these two. Oh, Brinky's got it sideways. Mark then. Does carry the speed now. That little bit of sideways action has allowed Mark to get his wing up the inside. He's got his whole car up the inside. Brinky's left the door open a little bit. LBO Tricks having a look into Druids and hangs on to it. Fortunately, Brinky just leaving the door open for Mart on the way through Paddock Hill. It was enough for LBO Tricks to find it slightly ajar. It was enough to get him up to the inside. No Neck Monster still right behind this pile. Fat Pickles falls back a little bit more. 12.9 seconds, 13 seconds now from the drivers in front. Ben Kimbo maintains that 1.6 seconds over Potter. Some time through that back half of the circuit though, Potter. Gets the time down to 1.3, a little bit of a drift through there. Obviously not the fastest way through these corners. Potter's slowly bringing that time down 1.2 seconds. He's finding a little bit of time somewhere. Mark then in 6th. We saw him get past Brinky due to that mistake. LBO Tricks has got through as well. Brinky's back on the rear end of these two though, just 0.6 of a second back. No Neck Monster's fallen away from these three. Now 1.9 seconds back. Fat Pickles still pretty much 13 seconds down in 10th. So 13 minutes gone, we're on lap 9 of 10. Gap between Ben Kimbo and Potter McPot is 1.3 seconds. Still keeping enough space between himself and Potter then. A lap and a half to go. Let's Killer 3rd. Gecko in 4th. Riesta 5th. Riesta in 5th. Mark right behind him. Tricks not too far back as well. Could be another position on the cards here for Mart. chasing down the RX-7 up Riesta 2. Oh, wheels on the grass, manages to keep it pointing in the straight direction, the right direction, and still carries that speed on Riesta 2. Has a look around the outside then into Surtees. Now, has he got the speed? Has he carried the speed side by side past the pit wall? Riesta 2 has got the advantage on the way into this corner. Who's got the balls to outbrake each other? Side by side, still on the run through there. It's a real good bit of driving between those two. Unfortunately, it's just left the door wide open for LVO Tricks to have a look at the pair of them. There's a three-way contact coming through there. Mark gets nudged off wide through the three-way contact and then gets it on the grass and spins wide. That's going to pretty much put him almost at the back. Fat Pickle's the only person I think who's not going to get past him. Mark won't be happy with that at all. We are on to lap 10 then. Ben Kimbo stretches that lead up to 2 seconds. Potter's had absolutely nothing on the RX-7 in front. He knows he's got enough time behind him. He doesn't need to chase down Ben Kimbo anymore. Ace Killer got worries of his own though. He's got Gecko Racer right behind him on this final lap. The Tricks then 5th, Riesta 2 6th. Let's get ourselves back up front. Ben Kimbo then. First, a third and a first. Towards the line then. 2 wins tonight then for Ben Kimbo. Pole in qualifying as well. Fastest lap just in this race. I didn't see what if he got fastest lap in the other two, but Potter comes home for 2nd. Ace Killer is going to come home for 3rd. Gecko Racer is going to take 4th. LVO will take 5th. Riesta 2 6th. Brinky will take 7th. No Neck Monster will take 8th. Mart will be angry, taking 9th. Fat Pickles comes home for 10th. Then nice little 360 there from Fat Pickles to finish us off. There we go. Round 2 of the MRCs Team Oliver Racing Classic DTM League. Is it round 2? Am I talking nonsense? Is it round 3? I forget. They all blend into one. But there we go. There we go. Ben Kimbo, 2 wins and a 3rd. That'll be awesome points for him in the championship. Again, good racing from the majority of drivers. A little bit of bumping and a barging through some of these corners. Drivers getting nudged off track left, right and centre in that final race. Not what we want to see. Sometimes it happens. So that's it. It's round 3 tonight. Okay, I got that wrong. I'll change it. I thought it was, yeah. I'll change that. So yeah, round 3 tonight. Apologies, round 4 next week. So what have we got coming up? I don't even know what day we're on. Wednesday, tomorrow night, we've got the P1 boys back with their Mazda Challenge. So that's at 9 o'clock. Sunday night, we're back with the final round of the P1 boys again and their Super Formula League. And then Monday night, we've got the DSC Premier League, which is the Red Bull, what are they, those things? Oh my god. Fast little glamour cars. I forget what they're called. And then we're back same time, same place for this one. Let me just have a look quickly. What is it called? What is it called? Oh my god, I'm looking at them. Can't even remember the name of them. But yeah, that's what we've got coming up. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Sunday night, 9 o'clock. Monday night at 8 o'clock. And Wednesday night at 8:30. That is the lineup. But that's pretty much going to be it from me. I hope you've all enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, make sure you click all those like buttons and subscribe buttons and shares it out and all that sort of stuff. Most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.